Hey everybody, this is Adam from Camp Flintlock with lesson 3 on how to read music. So in this lesson we're going to talk about time signatures. Now time signatures are not that difficult. They do deal a little bit with fractions, but they only look like fractions, okay? So don't freak out about math. Now, I have here a time signature. This would be what we call 2/4 time. You don't have to call it half or break it down any further than what it is on the board here. It is 2/4 time. So what does a time signature have? Well, obviously it's got two parts. The top number is beats per measure, and we'll get into a measure what that is in just a second. And the bottom note, or the bottom number rather, is which note gets the beat. Okay, so if there's a 2 here, we know that there are 2 beats per measure, and a 4 is a quarter note. All right, so down here at the bottom, I have basically it written out as it would be on music minus the values here at the very bottom. So we have our time signature here, 2/4 time. This is a measure. All right, this is another measure, and then this is another measure. So a measure is a unit of time when it comes to music, and that will get into our overall phrasing later on when we start to talk about how to read and interpret and how to play music as a whole and phrasing. But for now, let's just understand that a measure is 1 unit of time. So we have 2 beats per measure, and yes, we do. There's 1, 2, and we have the quarter note getting the beat, so there is 2 quarter notes. All right. Now, if we were going to count this, it'd be pretty simple. There all are downbeats. There are no upbeats written in this, so it would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Simple enough, right? Now, let's change this up just a little bit. We did talk about the upbeat in the last episode with 1/8 notes. So let's change up this just a little bit. All right, so we have 1, 2. That would be 1 and 2. Then we have 1, 2, and. Now, I'm sure this might be confusing you for just a moment, but just bear with me. This will all make sense. Okay, so time signature. 2 beats per minute, 2 beats per measure. Quarter note gets the beat. So we have the downbeat, 1, 2. Now we're going to add an upbeat with the 1/8 note, 1 and. Then the downbeat 2. And then 1, 2, and. So basically what I did was in this measure, I took the first beat and I cut it in half. So I have the downbeat and the upbeat, 1 and 2. And in this last measure here, I took the second beat and I cut it in half to have an upbeat as well. So if I were to count this in tempo, it would be 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and. All right, I'm going to do that again just so you can kind of follow along here. See if I'm coordinated enough to do this. 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and. See, we ended on the upbeat. So every time I snap my fingers, your foot goes down. So that's the downbeat. So 1, 2, 1 and your foot should be up. 2, 1, 2, and. All right. So this might have been a little bit more to chew on and digest, but it's really not that difficult. And once we get into the next couple of lessons, this will all kind of fall together a little bit more cleanly. All right. But for now, guys, that's it for this lesson. Let's review really quickly. We have time signatures. The top note is how many beats per measure. The bottom note is which note gets the beat. In 2/4 time, which is the time that we are going to be working with the most, that means that there are 2 beats per measure and that the quarter note will get the beat. All right. So guys, thanks again for watching. I hope y'all are learning some stuff out there, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until next time, guys, this is Adam from Camp Flintlock.